WhatsApp scraps May 15 deadline for accepting new controversial privacy policy. This is a misleading title. Remember what happened 2-3 months ago? And everyone was panicking, jumping ship. Facebook gave WhatsApp users the May 15th deadline, share data with Facebook or stop using the app. This was announced way back in January, and 2 days from now, May 15th, would be the deadline. 1 week before that, on May 7th, we get this new news. They scrapped the May 15th deadline, but they didn't scrap their privacy policy. This headline is misleading. According to Facebook, most of the users have already accepted the privacy policy. Well, some haven't. Now people are going to read these kind of titles, get confused, and nothing has changed and WhatsApp has kind of lost, reverting back to their older privacy policy. No. Look what Facebook has to say on this. While a majority of users have already accepted the privacy policy, some people haven't, and they appreciate some people who haven't had the chance to do so yet. No accounts will be deleted on May 15th because that was the thing which would scare them, and no one would lose functionality of WhatsApp either. This is sort of a lie. And then they say we will follow up with reminders over the next several weeks. While it is partially true that on May 15th you don't lose any kind of functionality, but over the next few weeks, gradually, if they don't accept the new privacy policy, features are going to get cut down one by one. This is what they mean by reminders. Here's what you can expect. Users who will not accept the privacy updates will gradually see their account's functionality restricted. Users will keep receiving reminders to accept sharing their data with Facebook for the next few weeks. So let's say I don't accept the privacy policy, like the few people that Facebook mentioned. WhatsApp is a messaging app, communications or calling app. I can't open the app to access my chat list. I'll get this pop-up. I can answer phone calls, but then it's useless if I can't make more phone calls. I can just answer them. If you have notifications enabled, you can read them, you can reply to the message. You can reply to the message in the notifications, but you can't open the chat list. That seems stupid. After a few weeks of limited functionality, you won't be able to receive calls or notifications, and WhatsApp will stop sending messages or calls to your phone. And yet, your account won't be deleted. So they won't delete the account for not accepting the privacy policy, but you won't get any messages. I mean, what's the point of calling this limited functionality where the sole purpose of WhatsApp is to send messages and calls? This is just pure PR stuff. And by doing this, Facebook actually violated Apple's App Store policy, which says you can't pressure users into app tracking unless that was the sole purpose of the app. If you haven't already, you can just delete WhatsApp as of right now. You can find better alternatives. There's Element and Matrix, there's Telegram, there's Signal, there's literally at this point anything is better. You can read this post on my blog on the Instant Messengers. It's pretty old, but I'll update it soon. But whatever service you use, make sure you read the privacy policy, make sure it's leave day free software, and most importantly, make sure they have a good track record. But the important point I'd like to stress on is how Facebook got away with it. After 2 months, they could tone down the pressure, control literally all of their users. Everyone's back to WhatsApp, I guess. If there's something to learn from this, is that most of the people didn't care about privacy and they hopped on because their friends asked them or told them to, or they got scared because of this new privacy policy. Let's be honest, no one actually reads the privacy policy. And WhatsApp is a centralized, non-free network. It's called the network effect. Now let's say I want to quit WhatsApp, but I have all of these groups. Now I have to convince everyone because I don't want to trust Facebook with my data. And Facebook is hosting all of these groups for you, and you can't use WhatsApp with any other servers other than Facebook. They pretty much did the same thing with Instagram and Facebook, where they said to keep Instagram and Facebook free, please allow this ad tracking. Again, another deceiving technique from Facebook. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.